How's it going, guys? I'm Matt Thorpe. I'm the host of the Southern Wesleyan University Coaches Show. Today we have Coy Atkins, the head coach of the softball team. How's it going, Coy?
Good, glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Coy, the season hasn't gone exactly as you wanted, 8-35 at this point. But what are some positive, what are some takeaways that you guys have, and how do the girls feel about the season?
Well, I think we have, of course, the numbers. The win and loss column doesn't obviously stack up to where you would like them to be, but I just feel we're a lot more competitive as a team. Our team has learned to compete, and especially in conference play. I think we've played 18 conference games, and then 14, 15 of those have been really competitive games. So I just think, we're learning how to finally compete.
Well, good. So one of those aspects is, in your background, the other schools you were coaching at, you were involved with the pitching big time, and the pitching has improved immensely from last year, where it was here, to where it is now. 60 less runs allowed, the ERA's gone down, the walks have gone down, the strikes have gone up. What have you done as a coaching staff and as a team to adjust the pitching?
Well, it started in the fall with our pitching staff, and the first thing I wanted to implement with them was they had to get in better physical condition. And you'll see that happen a lot, especially in college, where pitchers are strong at the beginning of the year, and then just kind of the grind of playing 48, 50 games kind of wears you down. So I feel like our pitchers got themselves in better shape, and then pitching is all about location and throwing to a spot. So all of our pitchers have improved in that area and being able to throw the ball where they want, not miss over the plate.
Well, included in that pitching staff is your ace, Hunter Hoskins, and she's had an awesome year.
Right.
Her senior year. Her numbers have matched that of her sophomore year when she was, again, playing like a stud on the mound, Her ERA is down the low threes. She's made 25 starts. What has she done mentally to, make that shift? Last year she struggled a little bit from where she wanted to be, where she had been pitching. What has she done mentally to fix whatever she needed to fix?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing with Hunter is Hunter wants to do well, and Hunter wants the ball, and she really worked on her control, and like you said, her strikeouts have gone up, her walks have went down, but I think the biggest I would say the biggest thing that Hunter's really grown is probably mentally, like not letting a mistake that her fielders behind her make affect her next pitch, where early in the year I think she was doing that. You mentioned her numbers a little bit. Her conference numbers are actually, better, quite a bit better than her overall numbers. I think she's got a 2.02 conference ERA.
Wow.
And she's really done a nice job for us. So I think Hunter's had a really solid year, and she can be proud of the senior year she's had here.
So she's a senior, she's graduating. Obviously you'll have to replace her on the mound, but
right.
As a leader, what does she bring, and what will you have to replace when it comes to the team?
Well, the first thing you always look at when you lose, a player, especially a player that plays a significant amount, is the experience that's leaving. You can't just recruit someone to replace experience. That has to be, gotten over time. So we've got some pitchers, we've signed some, and also have one that's already here now. So from a physical standpoint, I'll like where we're at, but again, that experience factor with Hunter is going to be the biggest thing we're going to lose with her. And like I say, she's always wanting the ball, and she's played at this level for 4 years already. So we'll have to find a way to replace her experience.
Right. So you do have a young team,
right?
And specifically, you've got two young infielders, a freshman and sophomore, Megan New and Becca White, who have been hitting well this year,
right.
As young athletes. Megan leads the team in RBIs and in average. Becca leads the team in hits and stolen bases. Becca's actually close to the single-season SWU record for stolen bases. So what is it like, what potential is there to build around those two and some other young athletes that you guys have on the team?
Well, I think Becca, I'll talk about Becca first. She's a sophomore, so moving forward with her, and we've worked more on her instead of slapping, just kind of standing in the swinging more here the last couple of weeks. So her numbers were a little bit higher than they are, and since she's been doing, they've kind of dropped some. But she had a really good second game yesterday, and Becca has so much potential. I look forward to, getting her back in the fall next year and really being able to help her improve her game just from a skill, mindset, both offensively and defensively, because she's playing a position that she's never played before and playing third base, and she's made a few errors here and there, but she's also took away some hits. I would like to think so. I'm really excited about Becca's junior year next year. You talked about Megan New. Megan's a freshman, a local kid that came from one of the high schools up in Anderson. Once Megan learns how to work to be good at this level, she's going to be a special hitter. So again, that's another kid, and she'll be a true sophomore next year, and will definitely hit in the middle of our lineup.
Well, that's exciting to be able to build around that youth and that skill at the same time. So you've got 5 seniors graduating, a very young program. As you look to next year, what are some goals? Early on, what are your goals?
Yeah, I think obviously we want to continue to build upon the culture that we've established here off the field, which I feel very good about, the character of our team, and how we've kind of become more of a family instead of a program. I've seen the kids grow a lot spiritually, grow a lot in their walk with Jesus Christ. So obviously you want to continue growing in that area. On the field, hopefully some of these conference close games will turn into wins, and we can really be relevant in Conference Carolinas. That's my first goal here for this program on the field is to be competitive in our own conference and then move forward from there.
Sweet. Well, we look forward to watching you guys grow and watching you guys compete in the next few years. So thanks for coming out today.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Be sure to join us next time on the Southern Wesleyan University Coaches Show.